Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live, and it is a Sunday night, and you know what that means. That means that we are going to take a look at the markets here in Asia, and they have just opened up here. I'm going to see exactly what they're doing here as we refresh the page here. I hope everybody has had a good weekend thus far. Very, very good. Let's pull you guys up here and see where we're at with the markets. All right, very good. Jamie Foxx is here, and Terry is here. Not first, but close. Good to see you guys. So right now, out of the starting gate, it looks like, well, it's going to open up in 1 minute here. So it's a little bit slow on the draw, but good to see you guys here. All right, very good. Let's refresh the page. Very good. All right, we got Sound, Juan Ortiz, Silver Drill Pickle is here, Native Stacker, stacking points. Squirt 9 is here. Silver Wolverine is here. Yes, indeed. Stop the steal. That's exactly right. Let's hope it happens. Hoosier Stacker is here. So welcome, you guys. Hope you're doing well. Where are we at? Okay. So the markets, let's refresh this one more time. And I don't know why it's not opening up yet because it's 6:02 now. So let's get back here. We'll cover that here momentarily. Let's see. Moving ahead here. Having my morning coffee. I'm in Arizona. That's a pretty long talking about the deep state here and about this video this morning about release the Kraken video. So thank you, Lawrence, for your thoughts on that. We have to serve the public regardless of political party affiliation. Let's see. In my opinion, overall, what has transpired is a typical and fair election. He said it came up short. Well, I think that, sadly, you're mistaken there, because there is a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. It's not necessarily so much in some areas. Some parts in Arizona, it's fine. I don't know exactly as much what's going on in Arizona because I think it's very, very close there. But there's other things going on, especially in Detroit and in Chicago and in Philadelphia, where there are huge problems, and mail-in ballots. It's not so much the election workers we're worried about, it's the stuff that's going on behind the scenes. So it's not so much the county workers that are the problem. You guys that are on the ground there, we applaud for what you do. But there is a deep state, and it is a complete and utter fact that there's a deep state these days. But thank you again for your thoughts there. This is an octopus. All right, very good. Let's see here. Okay. Like the slurp at the beginning. Thank you, Bob Silver. Got a little slurp action there for you guys. Have you ever bought a burnished gold eagle? I've never bought one. They're very, very high price. It's like the burnished silver eagle. I never bought one of those until just recently. And really, there was not really much reason to buy it. This burnished silver eagle doesn't look much different at all than the regular. Slightly different quality, maybe. Slightly different. Or better quality, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. But I probably won't buy that. It'd be very, very expensive, Silver Wolverine, to buy that sucker. Let's see here. All right, very good. So welcome, everybody. So let's see where the markets are. Let's see, have the markets recovered? Have they opened up? Yes, they should have opened up. Now they've opened up. Here we are. So everything has opened up relatively flat. Gold is essentially flat, but down $1.20, 0.06%. Silver and platinum, no change at all. Palladium is up $8. So out of the starting gate, with the markets opening up in Asia, they are relatively flat here. So welcome, everybody. We got Cybercurrent Twitcher here. Barbara Carbone has made it. Good to see you, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. All right. Very good. Let's get back to the channel comments. We'll revisit the markets here momentarily. Silver Limey says nice artwork at the very beginning of this video. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool artwork too. I thought I'd show that here. A second round in this video. I'm not sure. I think it was a coin without going back and watching it. I can't say exactly what it was, but I guess it was probably one of the ones that was released. Just search for Kraken, you'll see it. Maybe it'll take you to the website, but I don't know who issued that coin. Hello, Magic Torch. Good to see you. VT Ryder is here. Donald in New Mexico is here. Welcome. Good to see all you guys. In the inner sanctum of the cabal, Sal. That's right. And hello, Gold Chick. Welcome. Good to see you. Little Zeke 78 is also here. Hello, Little Zeke. And America Silver Patriot is here. Lady Bullion Raid. All right, Lady Bullion's a good channel. Check her out. Check out the Lady Bullion channel. All right, very good. Tell her I sent you if you guys go say hello over there. Welcome, welcome. It's all good. It's here. Good to see you. Lady Bellinger says, or John Bellinger, I'm sorry. Don't you love that first slurp? A lot. Number one, a very tropical, significant video. A very topical and significant video. Keep up the search for reality. Thank you, John. I'm trouble reading your comment. I need to take another slurp of coffee, I think, here. Thank you so much. Piriogi Stacker. The poll workers, the ones counting the ballots, the poll workers are the ones accepting late ballots and doing the cheating. The poll workers are the bottom line cheaters. It's not some boog. Yeah, especially in those other cities. I think you're right. I think the average county poll worker, though, is probably fine. But in these bigger cities, they need to be watched, I believe. So, yeah, I do agree. It's the poll workers in the counties. That's right. And I do believe there's a deep state, and I think they're kind of all kind of tied in together in some ways. Very good. Hello, Brandon Swagger. Good to see you. Camp Low is here. No, good point, Piriogi Stacker. Thank you so much for that. All right. Let's see here. And Stack Save UK says, great video, Sal. All these coins tie in a bit. The Mayflower coins and various mythical creatures. I guess coins have always used the Beast Stack Save. Might try and get some of these. Very good. I will grade it. I wonder if there's a gold Kraken coin medal. Yeah, I've not seen a gold one. It'd be pretty cool if there were, though. Wait until the House of Representatives is released. Yes, if they have to vote in the House, I found out that they just need a state majority, one person from each state, and it just depends on which ones they use. I guess from each state, right? Maybe that's the question. Paul Baker, you interrupted me while watching OAN Emily Dean do a Google search. All right, I have to check that out. Thank you, Paul Baker. And Staccazo says, somebody knows what's the next creature of the Creatures of the North series from the Canadian Mint. I do not know what that next series will be. All right, thank you. Yes, Silver Wolverine, thank you, my friend. Thanks for a voice of reason. Yes, definitely appreciate you, sir. Freedom Stacker with this first super chat of the night. Thank you, Freedom. There's nothing to help. I appreciate that, sir. Freedom Stacker, you guys check him out. Very good. Let's see. And Rocky Superstar says, Sal, let the Kraken loose. That's right, exactly, my friend. Let it loose. When she said that in the interview I linked in the video, when she said that, I thought about the coins and the rounds that were out there. The Kraken. P.T. Monog or Murnau says, been listening to you for many years. Thank you for all of your wisdom, advice, and art. I'm very optimistic. Sydney is the best. I agree. Thank you so much, P.T. Monog. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you watching. Good to see the multi-gun man, Con. How you doing, my friend? Long time no see. Hello, Silver Scientist. Good to see you. Let's take a slurp of some coffee for Barbara. Let's get cracking, Sal. There you go, Terry. Exactly right. Let's get cracking. CCT says, how I love the Privateer series. I try to avoid politics publicly, but clearly the official results of your election will have effects on my country. It sure will. Yep, that's it. And even Boris Johnson's ready to write Trump off at this point. It's crazy. All right, very good. Salivation Nation. I'm salivating. Where's the nation? All right, hey, that's cool. I like that channel name. Inspirational to the Salivation Nation. All right, CCT says, I don't know if people are predicting higher silver prices, but I just sold 12 silver testing slides in just 3 days. I've only got stock in the U.S. now. Congratulations. Congrats on your success in selling those, my friend. Wow, very, very cool. Release the Kraken, that's right. Freedom Stacker. Hello, Freedom Stackers. All right, 201 Anon says, I like the older design of the Libertad rather than the current. I do too. I like that old school Libertad design. It's awesome. Slurp Slurp Morning Sal. There you go. Amber Hagelstein, thank you. I do a little slurp in this video. It was in the morning, so I figured I'd go ahead and just slurp it out. When I saw that video, I had to share it. You know what I'm saying? What is the coin under the thumbnail? I want to buy it. It is a 2-ounce privateer series, as mentioned below. And it is really cool. Pretty cool series, indeed, that they came out with back several years ago. It was a hot series for private issues. Hello, Martin. Good to see you. And Native Stackers here. Slurp Slurp Setter P. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Savage Stacker. Total recount across the entire nation by a member of both sides of the political parties. The only way we will ever believe in a fair presidential election. Yeah. And I think this whole mail-in ballot, unsolicited mail-in ballot, is really what sparked this all. And then exacerbated by this Dominion software systems that they talk about. People aren't going to have confidence in our elections on either side, but usually, typically, these benefit the Democrats and not the Republicans. But yes, we do need to have members of both parties to account those votes and audit the votes. We just can't do a recount. We need to audit the votes. Okay, I'll check it out, Silver Wolverine. We're going to bash Donald in New Mexico here. We'll see if he's rude to Silver Wolverine. Yukart Tozy says, the Privateer series is the best. The Kraken is a great artwork. It sure is. Pretty cool. The Shekatagani says, the media is corrupt, or the media are corrupt, and the Democrats are criminals. Release the Kraken. At least the ones that are in the deep state and these politicians, I believe, are criminals for sure. All right. Genius says, if the voting isn't fair, that leaves one way to pick a government. It isn't pretty. That's right. We stop being a representative republic if these, or even any semblance of democracy. If it's what Sidney Powell was claiming, this really will be a second American Revolution. So let's see here. Silver Gem says, great video, Sal. I've had a 2-ounce privateer series crack around as my pocket piece over 2 years. One of my favorites. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool pieces. Oh, he was rude to me. All right, well, we'll get up to his comment. We'll crack on. We'll slam old Donald in New Mexico if he's rude to me. We'll find out here. Biden is in China's pocket. Communism is taking over the world. There seems to be a repeating phenomenon with government. My view is that we should not have them. All right, yes, we do not need communism in our government. I'll tell you what, with some of the way the Democrat Party is moving, it's moving much further to the left in many ways. And it really is alarming. Good Democrats out there should stand against people like AOC and the Squad, what's known as the Squad. They're totally and completely and utter un-American. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And they're essentially communist. They are commie bastards. That's right. Silver Scorpion says, my favorite. All right. Cool, yeah. I like that. All right, let's see here. And VK Travelog, I have to say this, but the deep state controls everything. They shuffle every year just as a poster boy. Everything is rigged from the government to the politicians to Wall Street. And this is what Donald Trump is fighting for, folks. This is why there's so much against Donald Trump, especially because he is fighting the deep state, which is an absolute and utter reality at this point. And he is fighting against it, and they do not like it one bit. Both Republicans and Democrats alike don't like it. That's why you see some of these Republicans out there speaking against Donald Trump, because he is upsetting the apple cart that benefits them as well. And I think that's why Bernie Sanders never got the nomination, because even though Bernie Sanders is very far left socialist, he is against the establishment too. They don't want like that. In fact, I think it would be even more worse. It would probably be even worse with Sanders in there, because he'd really upset the apple cart that a lot of the other left likes as well. It's crazy. All right. stacking points. I love the Kraken. Got the 2-ounce coin. Yes, and I don't have it. I thought I had the coins. I was going to do videos showing the coin, but it's not there. All right, very good. CNN is happy to announce, says Von Volz, the latest Trump's tweet where he acknowledged Biden's win. This is bad, my friends. When the media elects a president, it ain't looking good. I didn't know that he said that. But anyways, yes, fighting for the common man. There you go, Hoosier Stacker. That's right, fighting for the common man. That's right. That's what Trump is doing, for sure. I definitely agree with that. Thank you, Hoosier. Mike G says, good morning, Sal. Still can't give you a thumbs up, but you deserve one. Try to unsubscribe and subscribe. It didn't work. Good job. Keep going forward. Don't care for the coin. Thank you. Well, thank you, Mike G. I'm not sure what's going on there, because I think they've fixed all their issues, but I appreciate you trying, my friend, because those thumbs ups do help the video. Maybe try signing out and signing back into your account, maybe. That might be one to do it. Let's pause and take a look at where the markets are right now in this market watch. We're going to take a look and see. So far, interestingly enough, gold is the only metal that's down very, very slightly, down 50 cents, and silver's up a cent. So essentially the markets are flat. Platinum and palladium are making bigger moves, though, up a little bit. $4 for platinum, $4 and $11 for palladium. The multi-gunman. All right, thank you so much. $5 Canadian says, send Donald Trump up to Canada. We need him. Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry for you guys up there with what's going on with the boy wonder. What's his name? Oh, shoot. Trudeau. Justin Trudeau. Man. Barbara doesn't believe the election has been rigged. But it may not be that they can find enough of it to overturn it, or to not overturn it, but to do away with the results. But I think that they will find, if they do enough investigation, I think they will find an alarming amount. But it may not be enough to prevent Biden from winning. I hope it is, because I think that it should. I think a worst case scenario, we ought to have a revote, which is a massive undertaking to do. Silver Wolverine says, Trump tweet said Biden won because of cheating. He later tweeted he is conceding to nothing. Okay, good. All right, thank you. I wondered what that was, so I didn't see that. Sundays afternoons are very busy, so I don't see a lot of that. Gold Chick, yes, that's right. Trump was a Democrat most of his life. Very true, very true. Justin Trudeau, yeah, that's right. You're exactly right, Gold Chick. He was a Democrat most of his life. But then he, and he's not really ideological, really. He is just practical. He's a pragmatist. Let's see here. Barbara says, Sal, just because Trump said 3 months ago that if he loses, it's just automatically rigged, doesn't mean it's true. Well, he said it based off of these mail-in ballots. There's other fraud that's been going on in elections since the 60s and before. In fact, even Lyndon Baines Johnson would not have been president had he not been a beneficiary of voter fraud. Even FDR told him, and said, hey, pretty much laughed about it. So voter fraud is something that's been going around for years. Even Obama has admitted to it. But this brings it to a whole new level with these unsolicited mail-in ballots and finding out about Dominion voter systems. But just as you said, Barbara, this stuff's got to be investigated. And it should have been investigated a long time ago. And so I'm hoping that this will come to the courts, and the Supreme Court will hear it, and we blow it wide open. We gotta blow this thing wide open. Power linkers. Don't trust this lady, Carly Garner. She is very intelligent. Lynn Alden and George Gammon point out a clearer picture. U.S. dollar will rise, but gold will outpace U.S. dollars in view of expansionary monetary policy. Go back to fundamentals and historic data. He's referring to this video, the lady who made this call for $15 silver. Paul Richards says, some people will be cracking some skulls. Some will be cracking open a beer. Others will be cracking jokes. What are you cracking? I'm cracking some slurping. some coffee, but not necessarily cracking it. All right. Media Man. How can you have so little faith in one of your most important democratic institutions, the voting process? I think for most of the country, it's probably fine. But for these bigger cities, especially the bigger cities, it's corrupt. I have little faith in it because of the evidence that we've seen in the past, long before Donald Trump even thought about becoming president. In 2012, it was reported in one precinct or ward in Philadelphia that Barack Obama got 103% of the vote. That's better than Saddam Hussein did in his election. He got 99%. So this has been a problem going on in America, and obviously other places too, I'm sure. But America is not perfect when it comes to this stuff. There is corruption, and so yeah, and it needs to be looked at. And if the shoe was on the other foot, they would want it to be looked at too. I mean, it was 37 days that Al Gore rescinded his concession, and they did a recount, 3 of them in 3 counties in Florida. And every time they did a recount, somehow Al Gore got more votes. Crazy, crazy. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Look at the JSON data is available on the web. Corruption is right there with the data. Changing tens and thousands of votes switch. I'll have to check that out. Very interesting. Media Man, it's going to the courts. There's sworn affidavits right now, and it's being collected and organized and gathered into the courts. So we'll see. And Colorado Kid just posted above you that there is JSON data, which I'm not familiar with, but apparently it's already out there. Colorado Kid's got something on it there, so we'll see how it plays out. But this is a big deal. If you're a Democrat, or if you're anybody that believes in a democratic process, you got to be concerned. Be very concerned. All right. Kraken Stackin says Mikey DYDSS. Colin Hughes says the problem is that the judicial system should not be trusted as they manipulate the laws to suit their personal beliefs. That's true too. That's very true too. And I worry about the courts. I even worry about the Supreme Court, how they handle this. It's troubling. My faith is shattered, with a lot of this stuff. I mean, Justice Roberts has disappointed me a lot in some of the decisions he said. Yes, Barbara says there were 500 votes discrepancy with Gore. That's right. That's true. And the thing is, Barbara, is the reason why there's a lot of votes is why this is coming up to the issue. How quickly those votes came in when they counted those mail-in ballots, and they did not separate them out. And this was one state, 3 counties, 1 state where the Al Gore thing took place. Right now, it's 4 states and millions of votes at play here, which makes it all the more scandalous. So let's see. Okay, Paul Richards says the hardware is called the hammer and the surveillance. Vote switching software is called scorecard. Those evil bastards are not allowed the honest count. They know they committed fraud, but they also know that they have done damage, even if they are caught, because they have created a distrust in the system. And that is the problem here, because who's going to ever trust our elections again if they get away with this stuff? Red Step Stacker here just posted a video of a woman who counted 3,100 votes for Biden, all on the same street. Everyone was named Dave. It's called Biden Says a World Record. Wow. So Red Step is documenting more. This is another example, another anecdotal example, and there's a lot of that stuff out there. Crazy, fascinating. Thank you. Hello, Fish. Good to see you. Hello, Sergeant Gold. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see here. Well, Barbara, yeah, if Trump didn't have a case, there would be a lot of Republicans saying, oh, you're just a sore loser. But the fact that Mitch McConnell, major Republican leadership, is standing behind Trump right now is an example of that there is something there. And another thing, too, Barbara, is that ever since he took that trip down the escalator, the media have been hounding him every step, every day. There's been no honeymoon for this president. There have been a lot of unfair attacks against him. And so it's good that these Republicans are standing by him. And that's why I'm standing behind him, too. And I think that at the very least, these votes, the legitimate votes, need to be counted, and the illegitimate votes need to be thrown out. You and every Democrat out there should be all for this process. You know what I mean? All right, that's indeed. All right, Fish, yes, indeed. I wonder if Fish saw this video release of Kraken that I posted today. I think he would like it. I love Trump. Thanks, Mark Smith. All right, very cool. And M. Nice says, the Canadian Creatures of the North series started off with such a strong start. I cannot wait to see what they do next. So the Kraken of the Canadian, that is part of that series. That's cool. Okay. JD says, exonerate. At the time you posted your video, he is a convicted felon. Who is a convicted felon? Oh, Michael. You're talking about Michael. Michael Flynn. He may be exonerated in the future, but to date, his status has not changed. He pleaded guilty and was convicted and was awaiting sentencing or further resolution, but he has not yet been exonerated according to the U.S. legal system. Well, that's true, but that's only a matter of procedure. He will be exonerated. It was thanks to Sydney's work that was the case. If she would not have done the legal work and the background behind it, then it's going to be he would be in jail now for sure. Eric says Hillary still walks free to this day, despite the mounting evidence of mishandling of classified information and violation of the law. There is no rule of law. There darn well is no equal justice. And that's the thing. That's why people are miffed. Because there's one set of rules for the Democrats, and there's another set of rules for the Republicans. And it's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. That's why Obama says, and Obama supporters say that this is a scandal-free administration. Well, you have to wonder why it's a scandal-free administration. Yeah, because if it was shoe-ins on the other foot, it would definitely not be a scandal-free administration. All right, Fish saw the video. Cool, thank you, my friend. He watched it after I posted. Thanks so much. Appreciate it, my friend. All right. Stop the steal. Exactly right. We need to spread that message and the Kraken message far and wide. This is more important than Trump at this point. It sure is. And if people can't see the fact that there's an issue here, then they're lost. They're just lost. JD says, should Flynn be offered a presidential pardon? One of the requirements of accepting the pardon is admitting guilt. So he has that going for him. Well, I don't know. He was not guilty. He was exonerated. Now, again, as you said earlier, they've not done it, but they're going there. It says Sidney Powell, we're getting ready to overturn election results for the states and that. But anyways, all right. Anyways, Silver Shield Kraken is cool. Yeah, it's pretty wild looking piece. Thank you, sir. Hello, Silver Steeler. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Nice. All right. Nice. Hello, Colorado. The Democratic Power of Demonic Rats. Yeah, there you go. And I'm talking about the Democrats that are in office and positions of power. I'm not talking about just the general public. Like people that listen to my channel or others. I think you guys, you have your viewpoints, but I think a lot of that is kind of what the media tells you. But I think that people should get their news from a variety of sources. I watch CNN. I watch Fox News. I'm watching Newsmax now. Right Side Broadcasting. I watch it all. I like to see what everybody's saying. All right, very good. Hey, all right. Hey, Stacking Stormtrooper, good to see you, my friend. By the way, you guys are going to check out Stacking Stormtrooper's latest video. He interviewed the CEO of a company that I'm going to be reviewing tomorrow in tomorrow's video, Great Thunder Gold. So check out the Stacking Stormtrooper channel for the video that he premiered in the last hour here. Very good, so check that out. And nice. All right, hey, Multi-Gun Man comes here for the live stream, but stays for the slurps. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. You're awesome, Multi-Gun Man. Here's a slurp in your honor. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Eminem 911 says the Democratic fascists have begun their move to take over the United States of America. Buy gold now. And that really how many of us will feel if this thing is not taken seriously. We're going to think the Democrats are fascist, and we'll have a lot more evidence of it than they did that Trump was tied with Russia, or that Russia, was influencing Trump to, or what have you. Biden will kill us all, guaranteed. Well, I don't know about that, but it might kill the country. There you go. All right. Silver Heist, Mr. Naughty. Yes, CEO of Gold Miner. That's right. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. So let's get up here. Stop the steal, says Silver Wolverine. Oh, that's not a bad comment. He just said lollers. He just laughed at me. Donald, New Mexico did. That is... All right, that's our thanks about the Libertad original bank wrapped roll. Very cool. Glad you enjoyed that video. Silver Wolverine, where exactly is the office of the president-elect located? Is it in D.C. or a basement somewhere else? I don't know, man. He's not in the White House. I don't know where it is. And crazy. All right, and let's see here. Silver Wolverine, you might get PP slapped by Google and get a label fake fact-checking you on this video. Yeah, watch your roll. I slap his own PP. Okay, there it is. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Crazy. The same thing happened to me trying to get to 2019. Yeah, it was a struggle. The aftermath of this thing. Let's see here. All right. Media Man, what are you going to say when all those cases are thrown out of court? Then I'm going to say two things. Number one, they will appeal up to the next level, and they will appeal all the way to the Supreme Court. Barr is actually opening up and supporting investigations for the most verifiable of the claims. Some of them have already been thrown out of court, Media Man, and the lawyers have got to do a better job of presenting the information. But Sidney Powell is somebody I trust. But there's others out there as well that are doing a fairly good job. I think something is going to come of this, and it may not be enough to prevent Biden from taking the presidency, because that will be what it is. But I do believe that there'll be a new light shed on this, and we'll see how it is. We'll see how it goes. Trump 2020, stop the steal, says Homero Simpson. Thank you, sir. Very good. Appreciate you. I love those rounds. A crazy awesome. Thanks, Silver Sea Captain. Yes, love those rounds. Nice. And Slacker Stacker solves the interview. I hope Trump wins and justice prevails. However, we will have to wait and see what happens. That's very true. You're exactly right. Gonna wait and see what happens, indeed. Like 133. Thank you so much, Coin Collecting Fun. So cool. Yes. All right. The Kraken. The Kraken that is being released by Sidney Powell is going to be very scary for the liberals. I expect this new Kraken will remove the old one in total. Saying that I would like to have a Kraken round is just because on the sea you are under admiralty law, and on land we should be under natural law. Somehow admiralty law has made its way into our land legal system. When you see flags with fridge on it, our admiralty law prevails. Sydney will take down the admiralty law. I'm not pronouncing that right. And admiralty law with the facts. Sydney will be on the next SCOTUS. Oh, she would make a good Supreme Court justice for sure. Wow. Nice. All right, very good. Moving ahead here. Oh, let's see what the markets have. Have they made any movements? Have they done any movements yet with the markets? 76.53 to 1 for the gold to silver ratio right now. And right now, everything is up slightly. Gold is up here, $1.10 an ounce. Silver's up a nickel. So a little bit of movement there with gold and silver. Platinum is up $3. Palladium is up $13. So we will see how this all plays out with the markets. Fascinating to see. And the gold to silver ratio is just above 76 now. Very good. All right, nice. Hello, Cleocatra. Good to see you. And so there's where the markets are right now. Fascinating. All right, then CP Bike says, if the Democrats are intelligent enough to rig the election in favor of Biden, why didn't they also win the Senate or gain seats in the House? Well, because the Senate's and the House seats, they're not as concerned about. Trump is much more powerful, and so I've heard people talk about how there's a lot of ballots with just the president. See, the thing is, it takes a lot of time to fill these ballots out. Somebody posted a video of somebody filling out just a circle for the presidential ticket, none of the other circles. So there's a lot of that going on too, but we'll see. They got to sift through it. We've got to find out which ones are legitimate and which ones are not legitimate. Because there's a lot of accusations, we have to be fair-minded with this stuff as well too. And I want to keep an open mind, which is why I say that there may not be enough of these votes that can be audited or examined to be able to overturn this, or not to overturn it, but to prevent Biden from becoming president. So we'll see here. Cracker Silver Stacker says, stacking monster boxes only. All right, very good. Soul Patch Jackson says, dude, big fuzzy balls was thrown on the table. All right. Not sure what that means, but I hope that's a compliment. Colorado Kid, heard there was a chance that the 12th Amendment may be invoked. If it is, Trump will win. What are your thoughts on this? Yeah, I've not. Is that the one where it goes to the House? I'm not sure. And they were saying that 30 of the states have Republican majorities, but which would they choose? I'm not sure. We'd have to see. I'll have to look into that. Starling Cannabis, if I had your money, you no longer would be rich. I'm good with that. I do have one Libertad from 1985 from my son-in-law in the family collection. That is one of the nicest coins I own. Yes, they're very cool coins. I love those Libertads. Very nice indeed. Rick Hayes says, in a society where the government refuses to adhere to law and order, it encourages its citizens to do likewise. It is destabilizing for nations' freedom to subvert the checks and balances that they're used to enforce freedom and justice for all. That's right. Exactly right. And part of it is these election officials in Philadelphia preventing Republican poll watchers from entering the building or from getting anywhere near where they can have a good view of the ballots. That should piss everybody off. And if it doesn't, you're not intellectually honest. Paula Johnson says, I love some Krakens. Mine are different. I got the Creatures of the North Kraken in 2 ounce. They're so ugly, they're cute. Yeah, all right. Awesome. Very cool. 81 PC19. I'd not trust Carly Gardner as far as I could throw her. Not that I'd want to throw her, but you get what I mean. Yes. You share the sentiments of many people out there. Let's see here. That's right, exactly. I agree, JD. And we should have a national photo ID, voter ID. In every federal election, you should be required to vote, to provide a photo ID before you can vote. And only the absentee ballots where you actually request it. And let's see here. All right, thank you, Fish. Appreciate you, my friend. Phone just died. Have a good week, my brother. Appreciate you being here. All right. That's right, little Zeke. That's right, I've heard that. In Georgia, they're preventing them from witnessing the recounts as well. And that should not fly. People should not let them get away with it. They are sneaky, these people are. And with how contested this election was, even before the election, and how divided we are, it needs to be fair, and it needs to be open, it needs to be transparent. Exactly right. Let's see here. Silver Heist has a Libertad in original packaging. Stacking Stormtrooper has the Star Wars figures in original packaging. That's right. There you go. 2 ounce Kraken. Awesome. Very cool. He's got the Fish does. Red Step Stacker, appreciate it. He says, Salfax, Salivate Metal is a kindergarten teacher. Oh, man, thank you. Well, my friend, you posted some good videos lately, too. Let's see here. Very good. Let's get up here. Okay, 81 says, fully agree, no chance. I'm letting go of my precious metals. That's right. Do not sell. Do not sell. All right. El Lococo says a beer and some calamari sounds fabulous for lunch. Thanks for the tip. No problem. There you go. Fish says, awesome video, Sal. Great message. We're going to win. Stay strong, Patriots. Huge cheers. Thanks, my friend, for the encouragement. Let's see what happens here. Boy, wouldn't that be something if it did get worked out and straightened out. We'll see here. I still have my doubts, but we'll see here. T-Slayer, I thought by the title the video was going to be about plumbers. Oh my goodness, the Kraken plumbers. There you go, exactly. The butt cracking of dawn. All right. I'm kindergarten cop, that's right. November 3rd was it's released. Let's see here. I prefer to think of it as Bryson DeChambeau's new driver golf club, as in release the Kraken as he hit a ball 400 yards. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's a little golf analogy there for it. Down in New Mexico, I needed one more 6 to be 666. I know Sal thinks I'm the devil's advocate. Sal, you have a crack in the head. You've been smoking way too much crack. Pull up your pants, retard to seeing your butt crack. And your news source, Lou Dobbs, isn't what you think it is cracked up to be. Lou is a crackpot. When you walk down the sidewalk, you're probably stepping on the cracks. All right. Cracking. Donald is cracking up. Salivate Metal full stack, please. Oh, my goodness gracious. Pull this stuff all together different places and pull it out of the packaging would be a nightmare. Hello, Spectacular. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Good to see Spegs. Pepper Jack says, Privateer Series is an awesome collection. Think of the sushi roll you can make with that thing. That's for sure. A lot of sushi with the Kraken. Oh, my goodness. Very good. Silver Steeler says, I love this old Libertads, and I'm not a fan of smooth edges, but in this case, it fits the coin. I'd be so tempted opening the unopened roll you have. So tempting. Good move, though. I think it has value. Thanks, Silver Steeler. I've been told that, too. Appreciate you, my friend. Silver Steeler, the one and the only. Appreciate you. Nature Symmetry. Let's see here. Saw the price of gold and silver starting to climb up really fast from 12 to 56 in less than an hour. Then all of a sudden the prices dropped. They call it drive-by shooting. 212 contracts were dumped in the silver market by Goldman Sachs. Hold the line. The math never lies. U.S. will never pay its debt back. That's right. We are a debtor nation for sure. Many nations are debtor nations. Ooh, there's a SpaceX launch taking place. Oh, that's cool. Pretty wild. SpaceX is launching now. Very nice. All right. Sal wears a onesie when he goes to the live stream. That's right. I got my onesie on. VT Ryder says, I think most of us realize this would end with the judicial branch. I'll accept and honor the resolution. Yes, indeed. Very good. Very good. Yeah, the classic Libertads, not Libertards, are cool. You're right. Silver Steeler, very, very good. True. All right. Sarge says, great points to add to it. Anyone holding a Queen's Beast Platinum coin has a Kraken. It's on the obverse. Ah, there you go. I was lucky enough to get one Privateer coin, just like the one you showed. The No Pray, No Pay skull is awesome. I love it. I want the other 6. Remember, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on. If you allow your votes to be corrupted, the whole system will suck for everybody. That's right. Dominion is a British concept. You don't find that funny? Americans have no clue that the said Kraken Queen's Beast is pulling the strings on the U.S. elections. There's an old saying, it matters not who votes, it matters who counts the votes. There you go. That's right. Very true. All right, Mr. Perpetual. Beijing, Biden, and Shanghai Schumer going to sell the country out. Indeed. Ross Martindale. Mines wouldn't bother to operate at them low prices. That's right. We'll do a couple more comments, then we'll check it out. Where are all those illegal votes? You tell me. That's what we're talking about. You should check out my Release the Kraken video, 47, Angel 47. Great video, Salivate says, black silver staff. Thank you, my friend. All right. Let's see here. Okay, Bruce Wayne says, just like many dictatorships around the world, one day people will be fed up and take them down by their own hands. The families will be hunted for generations. All right. Okay. I don't know why that's not posting. Represent says Silver Kraken. There you go. Representing. Exactly right. Silver Kraken. Okay. Where are we at? Let's move. Let's see what the... well, I don't know why that's not doing. We'll never get to that. Colorado Kid, my neighbor sent me the YouTube link below about the vote counts being manipulated in real time. Shows the actual real-time JSON data that was sent. Oh, interesting. All right. Familiar with this JSON language, and we'll be doing my own investigation on the data soon. I'll be very interested to see what you come up with on that. Very good. Aloha Stacker says, release the Kraken. Love any coin with a Kraken on it. And yes, investigation should happen. That's right. That very well should. Everybody should be for the investigation of this election. Michael Ross is first on this video. A fair price. Appreciate you watching. Silver Sack says, fair prices are determined by two parties, the buyer and the seller. If I don't feel it's a fair price, I don't buy it. And there are enough ways to purchase silver that if you're aware of the market, you can get the best values. All right. It's true. And 1/8 of that gold, says Rob B. Let's see. Sterling Cannabis says $1.40 per ounce Troy. Dollars should buy a lot more than it does. Yes. Very good. Thank you. Sterling Cannabis. Let's see. What are the markets doing now? Any movement at all? It's been pretty quiet for the market so far. Right now, but they're up slightly. Gold is up $1.30 to $18.91, getting much closer to that $1,900 level again. Silver is up 7 cents to $24.82. All right, very good. Nice. Good afternoon, Sal, says Calvin Cooper. Good afternoon to you. Appreciate it. Beautiful silver setup. Awesome reviews. Thank you, Omega Shadow. Appreciate you, sir. All right. And we've got, who else is up here? Periogi Stacker says, a fair price for silver is whatever someone's willing to pay for it. That's exactly right. But you know, that willingness to pay for it may be based off of ignorance of a better deal that they could have got somewhere else. Then it no longer becomes fair, right? I think that's kind of, I think that's why I didn't say that that's necessarily the case of the, that should be a measure of what a fair price is. Gold Chick, I've not stocked any osmium. I'm more inclined to get iridium because osmium, I've heard, in some forms can be unstable and hazardous to your health. But iridium, I think, is safe. Iridium is safe, and I think iridium is more dense. So yeah, that's right. Iridium. That's Human just said it. Human just said osmium oxide is toxic. Stack iridium. That's right. That's what I've heard too. I'd love to get my hands on some iridium. That would be sweet. Like a whole ounce of it would be awesome. All right. Lucky number 7 says Rocky on this video. Thank you, Rocky. Appreciate you. $100 per troy ounce, says Chad Lichtenstein. All right. That's for the spot price you think can go. We shall see. Jeff Coney says, I would never start a silver mine. Silver miners are in competition with copper miners who use gold and silver as payment for their copper mines. And copper mines have agreements to give metals for payments, thus dictating that their copper miners do not care about gold and silver prices. Ah, good point. And I did not know that. And they do that. It's interesting. And Marcus Work says, great content. Didn't see the political tie-in coming. But great perspective share. Well, thank you, Marcus. Yeah. It's funny because when I first saw the Sidney Powell interview, it made me think of precious metals. And then I decided to tie it back with my video. So, yeah. Very, very good. And let's see here. Albert Chesney says, accounting for inflation, 130 per ounce. Ah, okay. That's what you think is a fair price. But that you're talking about spot. And I'm not talking about necessarily spot per se, but the price you pay above spot. You know what I mean? All right, good night. Thank you so much. Appreciate Snow Crustacean. Appreciate you coming by. Very kind of you to sweep in here. Appreciate you. Have a good night. And let's see here. Moving on up, we have, all right, a fair price would be a good price. There you go, Silver Limey. That's exactly right. Let's see what the markets are doing right now at this very moment. Have they changed? Have they moved a lot? Sir Gold's got to plug my phone in. Have a great night. Thank you, CIR Gold. Appreciate you being here. Have a good night, sir. Kraken is about to have lunch. There you go. That's right, Slacker Stacker. You're exactly right. So the markets, what are they doing? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of change here, but let's see here. Only 6. Smash the thumbs up. I'm gonna do a little bit of push-ups here for you guys. I need to wake up a little bit. So I'm gonna do some push-ups. Put this back here. Just a few. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I could just do 20. I haven't done them for a couple of days. So I just did that. Encourage me. Don't encourage me. Please encourage me. Donald said not to encourage me, but I think you should. All right. Very good. Selling with his ons and rolls on the police auction site for 420. It's really, wow. That's pretty cool. Hey, Silver Steeler is still a believer. Yes, I have somebody that has faith in me, even though Donald never does. Thank you so much, but he forgot the E on his fake. It just says FAC on it. Wow. I got a 9-pack. No 9-pack yet. Shoot, all right, very good. Nice. Let's see here. Let's move. So there's where the markets are right now. Not a lot of activity, but they're all up slightly out of the starting gate. All right, very good. Okay, let's get back here. Comments. Cybercurtain Twitcher says, it boils down to 2 scenarios, whether you are a buyer or a seller. That's exactly right. Very true. And Albert Beauchene says the decline in the value of silver has been largely influenced by the increase of the cost of silver production. That's true. Fuel costs go up. Silver price is going to go up because of the mining and stuff like that, even if it's a byproduct of other metals out there. With the American Silver Corporation reporting at the end of 2018 that the price of producing the metal had increased from $20.30 per ounce of silver in 2017 to $23.35 per ounce a year later. Well, I have never heard those numbers. Those are extremely high numbers. I've heard $14 at tops for primary silver mine production. All right, let's see here. All right, hello, Stephen Graffam. Good evening. This bowl's for you. Very cool. All right. Looking for one-handed push-up. Man, I couldn't keep a balance on doing that. Hello, Drain the Swamp. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, Drain the Swamp. Welcome back. Sterling Cannabis standing up real fast after taking 27 bong hits. This will take your breath. That's for sure. It sure will. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, indeed it will. All right. That's right. Very good. All right. Yeah. Carol Nichols is exactly right. If you can't see the manipulation of the media, you're asleep. If you don't see the connection to the Dems, you're blind. That's very true. Huge connection between the Democratic Party and they get the talking points. They're all in cahoots. It's one big cabal for sure between the media and the Democrats. No question about that. California Stacker, did you see IS latest video about the U.S. Mint and bots? No, I've not seen that. I'll have to check that out. Colorado Kid, has anyone researched and considered uranium one of the rarest precious metals with a density higher than gold? I've not heard of rhenium, and I'm pretty familiar with those higher density elements. You think about ruthenium, maybe ruthenium. The higher the density, those metals in the platinum group metals, or like iridium and osmium and tungsten, which is not rare, but there's not very many metals that are more rare that have this density, because rhodium has a lesser density, much less density. Michael Jordan video is about the winner indulging in the instant replay. That's right. Yes. My bowl is made of 999's fine silver. Congratulations. That's cool. A bowl made of silver. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Sal wants poop in a box for Christmas. There you go. Well, if it's silver poop, I'll be fine with that. Actually, somebody sent me some silver poop. Poured silver poop one time. That's right. Mike G says, Sal, a Royal Canadian bar, 10 ounce, beautiful, but is it really worth something except silver? Not really. I mean, it's recognizable, but it's mostly just worth the silver price. Let's see here. And we've got IB Goliath says, my LCS is charging $6 over spot for an American Silver Eagle. Too steep for me. I did find a tube of British Year of the Horse, which I bought for $1 over spot. I was happy with that. Oh, okay. Wow. Cool. Good job. $1 over. Very nice. Black Silver Staff. Great topic. I think we all have our trophy. Very good. Thank you so much, Black. Appreciate it. $34 an ounce. It's for Butch Harding. Well, and I probably should have phrased the question differently. Fair price. Maybe the fair price for... What do you think spot price should be? I might do a video about that, too. Sterling Cannabis. The FBI raided the Dominion offices in Germany and confiscated their servers, I think, on Friday, maybe. Wow, okay. I think somebody else had mentioned that, too. Thanks, Sterling Cannabis. That is encouraging news to see that they've been looking into. Hello, Guido Stacking. Good to see you. Very, very good to see you. Bill 457, it is very confusing for a new collector now. When started, used to buy art bars, which some are selling for a lot now. But I stopped buying rounds of bars and only buying coinage. But the problem with that, most of it is bullion, and the LCS will buy under spot. I'm going to start buying older collector coins, not controlled by spot market, because there's a site called Fair Market Value. All right. Nice. Yes. Yeah, and those collector coins are cool. It's a whole different market. The numismatic market is different. Hello, Urbash. Good to see you, sir. Welcome. Yes, indeed. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. And we have got Dino Ortega says, I just bought a chunk of silver and was hit with a $43 tax. Thank you, California. Boy, that sucks. I don't believe there should be taxes on precious metals at all, but it sucks that there are. All right, Stephen Graffin, the resin in my 999 fine silver bowl makes it very valuable. Ah, wow, interesting, cool. All right. And Aloha Stacker says, since I think silver should be around $50, anything under that is a win for me in the long game. Of course, I try for the best price I can find, to lowest over spot we can find. There you go. for the stacker silver. That's exactly right. Very, very good. Okay. Paul Baker says silver is fair at whatever price you're willing to pay. What I don't find fair is the premiums we are charged. I paid $1,000 premiums on a monster box. Wow. Yes, that is crazy. Crazy high premium. As you're already at a disadvantage with $2.30 is the best deal you'll ever get for a Silver Eagle. La Petite Silver has chimed in here with a super chat. Thank you so much, La Petite. Welcome, my friend. Very good to see you. And Amber Hagelstein is here. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. All right, Tim Peters says, hello, Newman. That's right, Newman. Gotta love Newman. A mail carrier. That's right. All right. Trump lawyer Sidney Powell, we're getting ready to overturn the election results in multiple states. So there's an article about that. It talks about that. We won't look at that now, but thank you so much. Oh, yes, yes. Great video, says Mark Smith, on the fair price. What is a fair price for silver? Video is part of my Silver Basics series. Darth Stacker is here. Hello, Darth. Welcome. Good to see you. Darth Stacker, the one and the only, is here. And Barbara Carbone is still here. We've got Vatos Logos. Reptilian Shapeshifters. All right. Hey, Sterling Cannabis. Thank you so much. He's got a fly. I appreciate you being here, brother. Hello, Sergeant Gold. All right. We're doing well, Amber. I hope you're doing well this beautiful Sunday evening indeed. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Britt says, we're going to buy all the silver till they move. It doesn't reflect true value. They lie. That's really, in the end, fundamentally what you're saying, Britt, is true. Because the true value of silver is something that is realized over the course of history. And it'll never go to zero. The price may fluctuate. And as long as you have that fundamental understanding and hold it long enough, you're going to come out, you can break even on it, really, essentially. Audio is much better now. The stream of piss is already 1 hour too long. Come on, Alan. Man, Alan. I want you to come on this live stream right now. I'm going to give me your phone number. Let's call. I want you to say that right here to everybody in this live stream. They want to hear your voice say it. I don't believe you believe it. I don't believe. I believe that deep down inside, you are a very gentle, kind, and caring Karen. You know what I'm saying? All right, very good. Hey, Ryan Popejoy. Love your channel. Silver is underrated. Underpriced. Hey, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you, sir. Gotta look at this text message. It's a text message from... I think it's a text message from Alan Gold. He says, I fart in your general direction. He sent me a text message that says that. Man, I can't believe that. Can't believe that. All right, Colorado Kid. Is Alan Gold part of the deep state? He is. He's part of the deep throat state. And he's on the receiving end of that. He is part of the deep throat state. All right. But I do think that... Very good. All right. Hey, Barbara Carbone finally admits that the media is just nothing but a bunch of propaganda for the Democrats. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. She come around. Judy Shelton may get confirmation by Fed this week. Interesting. Okay. That would be cool. She loves gold, right? We'll see what happens. That would be cool. Cycling philosopher. In my opinion, Lynn Alden's gauge for fair value of gold divided by 20-year average gold to silver ratio. Ah, okay. Thank you. All right, Scott Russell says, I tried to get one of the 9th and the website crashed when I was logged in. Beautiful coins and will be very valuable. Nice job. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I'm still bummed out that I missed out on these, or that I didn't miss out on them. I just couldn't get them. Stephen, did Trump get the delegates to win the race? Well, they're submitting some legal briefs to the courts, and hopefully they'll get a case and be able to submit the evidence. That's what they're working on now. And so they've already went to some of these courts, so it's got to go through the process. We'll see where it goes. The evidence is being gathered and continue on a continual basis. Let's see here. I like to change Trump's words. Don't do it to mine. Oh, man, I want to twist your words, Barbara. Twist and shout. That's what we do. We like to twist and shout. All right, let's see here. Joe Morton says, Sidney Powell says they're going to release the Kraken. What's that? I expect it as a weapon of mass destruction. Maybe it's mass arrest of certain criminals previously untouchable. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it was pretty bold words. You got to see that. Well, you saw the interview. You know what I'm talking about here. Drain the Swamp would be a great metal band. Yes, indeed. Drain the Swamp. All right, yeah, sucks, these things. I don't know how these things get through, and they continue. These things never go in my spam folder, and they should. Man, YouTube needs to do something about those things. Let's see what the markets are doing. What are the markets doing right now? The markets are, well, they're, oh man, silver went back to flat. $24.75. Gold kind of went back down a little bit here, but it's still up a little bit. $1.20. Let's look at the charts for what gold has been doing here. Gold has been just slightly up a little bit and just kind of leveling out there, but it is in the positive territory there. So not a whole lot of activity there. Silver, though, we should see even less activity. Yeah, it kind of bumped up a little bit, then came back down. 24. And right now it is flat. Right on flat. There we go. Let's see here. All right, moving ahead. Let's get back. So there's where the markets are. They are definitely interesting to watch, but not a whole lot of activity. But we do watch these markets because you never know. Things can turn on a dime. Especially with this arrests that are being made, or this stuff that happened in Germany with Dominion. Interesting. Michigan says Michigan was shut back down partially. No in-restaurant and dining. Bars closed. Only 2 people allowed in my house for Turkey Day. Wow. Crazy, crazy. You know, and the thing is, you know, here we are where more and more masks are being worn by people than ever before in this country. And the cases are increasing with more and more people wearing masks. What gives there? Maybe these masks aren't as effective as they're saying. I'm not saying to not wear a mask, but you know, it's crazy. And I think some of the science is being politicized, and I think some of the rules that some of these governors are being put down are just sheer ridiculousness. In retrospect, we never should have shut down in the first place. We really never should have shut down in the first place. Hindsight is 20/20, I know, but we really shouldn't have shut down. All right. Drain the Swamp, all under Trump's watch, Sal. Well, the coronavirus, yes, it happened under Trump's watch, but Trump was not the cause of it. Trump actually did a lot to stop it from spreading more when he stopped flights from China and Europe. Back in late January, he did that when everybody said not to do that. He said it was too much of a, he was called xenophobic for doing it, and Trump gets no credit for that from the media or from Democrats, even though creepy Joe Biden, even he said that he was right to do that. That's right. Very good. People in bars don't always wear masks. That's true. Native Stacker, that's right. They don't wear masks in bars. And all it takes is, I guess, is a few people not wearing a mask, right? Young people, they don't feel threatened. See, the thing is that what they need to do is they need to have, is everybody who is immunocompromised or think they could be immunocompromised, they need to take the precautions to social distance and to really practice these hygiene and washing your hands and all of the stuff, and everybody else needs to do that as well. But we can't stop society. We can't stop the economy. We can't have businesses go down the tubes because of this. And again, it is somewhat of a risk when you get coronavirus because some people don't know if they have how badly it's going to affect them. There's been guys that are 30 years old, seemingly healthy, and they get it and they get deathly ill. And so those are the kind of things you got to keep in mind. But that's part of the risk that we face, even with just the regular flu. Now, the regular flu isn't as contagious as the coronavirus is, but anyways, but the thing is that there's got to be another way we can handle this rather than re-shutting things down. Media Man says if the U.S. had the same number of per capita deaths as Canada, 140,000 people would still be alive. Yeah, but it's a different situation up in Canada. Is my guess. I mean, there's people a lot more spread out, except for the first 100 miles of the border. 90%, what is it? 90% of the population of Canada lives within 100 miles of the border of the United States. But even as such, there's a lot of, in those cities, I'd be curious to see what the per capita rate is in Toronto versus New York City, or the per capita rate in other larger, Vancouver, for instance. That would be a better testimony to see, Anyways, Cybercurrent Twitcher, I suspect masks could be contributing to the spread of beer flu. Have you seen how many times constantly? Yes, I always touch my mask too. I do it too. So that's true. They could be contributing in some ways. Very good. Barbara, if shutting down live saves lives and slows it down, then so be it. Well, the thing is, there is ramifications and side effects of it where people, if you have a shutdown, the psychological effects of a shutdown, there's other things that could happen, suicides, businesses, people losing their livelihoods, and by the way, these shutdowns that have occurred, the virus isn't stopped. It's only maybe slowed down marginally. And for people to blame Trump over it is just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Trump has done everything that a president could do to mitigate and stop this thing, from providing the ventilators to providing testing equipment, the full resources of the federal government, as if it was a war. He has done everything the states asked for. They got. At Trump's rallies, he would play these Democrat governors saying, "Hey, well, what did Gavin Newsom say?" Gavin Newsom said, "Promises made, promises kept." Said that about Donald Trump until it became politically expedient for him to go the other way. So yeah, let's see. What does the science says that we must listen to pros and cons with everything? What the science says we must listen to, pros and cons. That's right. Well, then true science is what we should listen to. But people politicize it. People can politicize true science as well too. Media Man, Toronto is the third largest city in English North America. Are minuscule compared to big U.S. cities. And you know what, Media Man? What is the mayor of Toronto doing? What is the magic case there? And by the way, Media Man, who is running those large North American cities? Democrats. That's right. The Democrats are running those large cities. Why are there so many deaths in those cities? You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a moment. We need to talk to the mayor of Toronto. Let's see what he's doing. I bet you, is Toronto shutting down? I don't know. And what is the demographic of those cities? That's another thing too. You have to look at demographics. If there's a large elderly population in some of those larger cities, there's going to be more deaths. If there's a much larger millennial population, or 20s or 30s, healthier people. So we'll see. We'll see here. Ooh, Barbara, I just was starting to read your comment. In fact, I didn't quite get it, and Google moderator team deleted it. And I can't even see what it was. Crap. The Google moderator team deleted Barbara's comment. And I think you said there, Barbara, that it was Trump that was doing that, politicizing the science. I think I read that right before it got deleted by the Google moderator team. That's crazy that they're doing that. Good grief. It's not the leaders, it's the attitude of the people. And I think you hit the nail on the head there for sure. Hello, Silver Husky, good to see you. The attitude of the people has got to change about these things. We need to take it seriously. We need to practice social distancing. I do believe we should wear masks, but I just don't think the government should be as involved as they are. And I think because of that, people are rebelling against the government. And I think that's probably part of the reason. Government overreaches, then they do that. I don't know what the Canadians, how they've been handling this and from a regulation standpoint, or the heavy-handed government saying that this has got to be shut down. You can't have but 25 people meeting. Yeah, it's crazy, Barbara. Google must be a Republican to ban her comment. That's crazy. I saw it, and then all of a sudden, that said this is banned by the Google moderating team. Absolutely insane. All right, let's see here. All right. So there's where let's get back to the comments now. Silver's down a little bit now, and gold is only up by 20 cents. Now, that is a loaded question. That's right, Kimmy Snyder. Exactly right. Sure is loaded. That's right, RJ. That's right. And by the way, Silver Husky, it was one of your videos that I was trying to watch. I went back, I don't think I could find it either, where I couldn't watch the video. I posted a video about that on what was on your channel. Let's see. Stephen, I don't have the right to shut down the economy, so where did the government get the powers to do it? The only right the government only rights are those that we the people give them. That's right. Exactly. The WHO is against the second lockdown, won't get fooled again. That's right. Exactly right. Silver Heist, very well said. All is one now. 97% of all scientists agree with the people funding them. That's right. That's true. There's an agenda, it seems like, with everything these days. Even with some of these so-called scientists. Really, Powell's client is a former DIA chief. DIA Chief General Michael Flynn is the Kraken, in my opinion. All right. Dude Dave says, I noticed premiums moving to soften the big shifts in market recently. Yes. Good. And Donna Robinson, Sarek and the San Coin Shop and Vulcan proprietor Spox asks, how do I know these are shiny discs or really silver? I left my tricorder on the Enterprise. Interesting. Okay. Not sure what that means, but all right. Bong hit, sounds like. Yes, says John Pollen. A lot of people thought that too. When I do it right here on the live streams. Here we go. In reality, it is coffee I'm drinking. Much safer. Much better. MDH, okay, what's a fair price when it comes time for you to sell? I always hear about purchasing around spot price. Rarely hear about selling silver and gold. I kind of talk about it here in this video a little bit about selling. And, what is a fair price? With that. Exactly. All right. Billy Bob Marengo says, regarding price fairness, my feeling is bullion dealers charge too much premium. The secondary market will start to be more prominent. Let's take a look. If I wanted to play ratios, okay, let's go through all that. When Google, going through the exercise and looking at the silver premium different from gold, I think you might look. Well, I mean, in the end, it all boils down to what the bullion dealers have to do to keep their lights on. They have to charge premiums in order to be able to provide you with these metals that you really couldn't get easily from other places. The secondary market, or markets outside of the bullion dealers, is a risky venture in many cases. They're providing a safe, effective way to buy silver and gold. And therefore, there will be premiums tied to that. There we go. Lucy Stacks, I didn't see your comment yet. Is this on here? We'll hopefully getting up to it here shortly here. But good to see Lucy. Hope you're doing well. 1,000. Thumbs up. Thank you, John Drake. Appreciate it. Miles says a fair price is 1,500 to 2,000 an ounce, but I want a good price. A good price is 15 to 17 per ounce. All right, there you go. Thank you, sir. Let's see here. Very good. One Big John 11 says I've got gold at $15,000 an ounce by 2025. If I'm wrong about that, it will be sooner and higher. James Rickards. Yes, I know he's always been predicting $10,000 gold, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. All right, thank you so much, Amber Engelstein. I appreciate you being here. Have a good night. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, hopefully Lucy Stack's comments coming up here momentarily. Monty says this is a great video so far, but it's a loaded question. JPM thought one price, and we all bought, right? You got proofs, low mints, and costs go higher. Fair price is your homework, legwork, and cash on hand to purchase. Patience is key. That's right. Especially what you said about fair price is your homework. Stephen, what happens to Brother Trump and Biden are found to be cheating? If both are found to be cheating, well, it's not going to be necessarily with both men. They don't have anything to do with elections, really, per se. It is the establishment behind them. You don't hear about it happening as much with Republicans. I'm sure there's probably some cheating with Republicans too. Don't make no mistake. I fully understand there probably is or could be, but you don't even hear the accusations of it. Most of the accusations over the last 50, 60 years have been against Democrats. This is not a new thing. It's just gotten to the point where it's becoming a big deal because of how badly they want Trump out of there. Media Man, Lucy Stack says they're saying this is the third wave of COVID now, and already the toilet paper is being restricted today, and at Walmart there's a huge line of people outside trying to get. Yes, I've heard about that. There's the toilet paper going again. It's nuts. People get nuts on toilet paper when there's shutdowns. Same in the membrane. Get your TP, get your TP. Donald in New Mexico. I think I paid a fair price for the last ounce of silver. The V75. Stormy sold his for 10 times what he paid. Wow. At this price for level, I'm not stacking bullion. I'm waiting for $30 spot to lighten up my silver stack. I want to sell my generics. I'm still adding coins to my collection. Still need a couple of Libertads to complete my collection for 2020. Crazy year for coins for sure. Coins coming out late and many low mintage coins for a year. What a year for ASCs. That's true. They're stacking. I recommend Libertads Fractional Constitutional. Very good. For the perma stack. Very good. All right. Thanks, Donald. All right. Very good. Barbara Carbone. Wow, you didn't say greetings, one and all. That's right. Well, that's right. For these videos, I'm trying to... It's really addressed for people even outside this community, so I'm kind of keeping it, just not using my phrases as much, but yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, Barbara. Menihune Stacker says, my president, it's all in the buyer's decision. I can transform junk bin silver to 100%, 110%. Aloha tap shelf silver art. I agree. Great video. That's right. And Menihune is a amazing member of the community who does a great job with his art. Well done with his silver art. Very good. Colorado Kid, thank you so much for the super chat. Says we need to look at more mortality rates, not COVID-19 plus. That's right. And that's why Media Man was talking about per capita. You should measure it by per person. That's the mortality rate. Lucy Stacks ordered a Salivate Metal 2-ouncer. When I make the video, I'll show you. All right, so I haven't opened it up. Just saving for the video. Thank you. Have you started a channel? Lucy Stacks. I'll have to check it out. Definitely. Thank you so much, Lucy. Very cool. See, I can't get to her. I'll have to look that up later. But thank you, Lucy. Silver Bags. Greetings, Sal. I hope to get some more Salivate Metal rounds this week with my paycheck. Oh, thank you, my friend. Cool. Yes, indeed. All right. Justin Sartain. King Gold in China has the most fair prices for gold and silver. Only purchased from King Gold. They sold me gold-plated copper for well below spot price. China only tells the truth. Gold-plated copper is a new gold. The market will be the fair price. I think fair price is rising despite of what people want. More and more people want something, a limited supply. So the price goes up. That happens in any market. Very true, Justin. Well said. All right, very good. Good to see you. Silver Hair Stacker is here. Welcome. And Michael Rodriguez says, I still don't know what the fascination is with silver eagles. I'll stick with Maple Leafs and Morgan along with peace dollars. Well, silver eagles are the most widely recognized silver coin out there. It's not my favorite. Make no mistake, it is not my favorite silver coin by any stretch. And the maples are really good coins, and they're highly recognizable. And they're a very close second, I think, to the silver eagles. And then you have Britannias, and then you've got the other sovereign mint coins, the Libertads. But the Libertads are really, they're becoming kind of a rarity, it seems like these days, the Libertads are. But nonetheless, the Eagles are the most widely distributed, the most made, and then the Canadian Maple Leafs are next. But that is why the fascination is, because they're highly liquid, very highly liquid. Media Man, we used to be able to go to anybody's channel and sub by clicking on the three dots. That's right, I know. I don't know why you can't do that anymore. They took that away. It's so ridiculous. Hello, Coins A to Z. Good to see you. Let's see what the markets are doing right now, guys. The markets are reacting. They're all back up again slightly. Gold is up $1.20 to $18.91.40. Silver is back up slightly to 4 cents above where it was when it started over an hour ago. Over an hour and a half ago now. $24.79 for silver. Platinum is up 3. Palladium is up 10. So the markets are slightly bullish out of the starting gate. All right, very, very good. And we've got Mini Hooney Stacker, my president, I hear ya. All right, thank you. Thank you. Culture of currency, supply and demand economics is a giant part of this. However, in human condition, in terms of fear, anxiety, security, and dopamine response tend to also play a giant factor in silver. This is why most commercials on TV sell you with fear and security. Anytime you can scare someone into buying, you can alter standard economics. We see this all the time with weight loss, fashion, food, vehicles, and other areas of product marketing. The unfortunate thing is that we have humans have a hard time making free decisions. They are not influenced by a response to things that are good above those that do good. Have a good day as always. All right, there you go. That's right. It's a lot of it is economics, general economics as to what that is there. Media Man says liftoff has happened on the chat side here. Very, very cool. And Chuck and Plata's here. Hello, Chuck and Plata. Yes, Pengus, I remember when gold was $1,200 an ounce. See, the liftoff really will be if the prices kind of go up much more than this, but we'll kind of keep watching that and see. 100 gram is the size that Frank Imperato likes the best for the Geigers. Very, very cool. Lucy Stacks, hey Sal, I was looking on your channel for a sticker. Is the one from 2018 the one or the others? I want a Salivate Metal sticker bad. On the there is a sticker option on the Teespring store, but it's like really way to the edge. But there's one there that you can get. But I have not made those slaps or those round stickers that everybody else did. People do their trade stickers and stuff like that. But yeah. But I really don't have any other stickers in that. I need to update that store and put more products out there for some people. Maybe do one focused on stickers too. But thanks, Lucy. Appreciate you. A fair price for silver is $1. Every 1 ounce of silver you can have, sell it to me for $1. Just kidding. The honest answer differs from person to person. It is based off supply, demand, and value. If someone values silver a lot, they will be willing to pay many times over the spot price. That's true. We saw that with the when silver went down to $12 an ounce. It was still selling for $20. It was crazy. $20 plus at $12 an ounce. Insane. Most people, in my opinion, do not care about silver. They're more interested in their cell phones. That's right. That's true. There's silver in the cell phones, but anyways. Debbie, very nice coins. Mine quite recent. So I think I'll be looking for the older classic ones now, and I'll be watching that I've watched this cool video. Awesome. Thanks, Debbie. She doesn't like me to respond on the live stream, so I don't do that. But it really smells. It says release the Kraken. Smells. Smells bad. All right. Very cool. And Gold Maple says, every now I can speak for myself. I'm hesitant to buy more silver as I already have a lot of silver. I'm only waiting for silver to go up in value. There are many more people speculating silver will go up. You have your Mike Maloney's, Robert Kiyosaki, Chris Dwayne, Mr. Morgan, all producing fancy charts. They have conferences where people pay big money as they hear them speak. They just take people's money. The question is, when is silver going to rise appreciably so I can sell and make a profit? And that's just it. A lot of those guys, they overpump silver. The silver pumpers, especially Chris Dwayne is the king of the silver pumpers. And the thing is, you got to keep in mind, silver is never going to make you rich. Silver is not going to save you. Silver is simply there to preserve your wealth over the long period of time. And it's just, and gold is really the better bet. But, you know, I think it's good to have some silver too, especially for the smaller transactions and things like that. And I would encourage every gold person to get a little silver, really. But at the same time, you buy it with the understanding of for what it is, what the fundamentals of silver are. And so, so take what people like was listed in this video here say for a grain of salt. Some of them do speak truth on some of the fundamentals, but they also tie it in and take some of that truth and apply it in other aspects of it, or other aspects of things they say, to say ridiculous things like silver is going to be 1-to-1 with gold, which is absolutely ridiculous. It will never be 1-to-1 with gold. In fact, I would bet all of my silver and gold collection that the gold to silver ratio will never get to 15-to-1 or to 8-to-1, rather, which is people think that's where it should be because of the mining, because that's the mining ratio. It's never going to get there. It just is not going to happen. All right, let's see here. Hey, Silver Turtle is here. Silver Turtle 65, good to see you. Terry wants to hit me. Hit me with your best shot. That's right, Barbara. I was just thinking the same thing. Fire away. Let's see here. And we have got Gold Maple says, did I mention Robert Kiyosaki for all of his advice? I had to declare bankruptcy. That's not made up. Go read up on him. Mike Maloney makes his own silver rounds on Chris Dwayne. They are just speculators like everybody else. They just con you everything else and what you know about silver. They don't. And that's just it. Take everything for a grain of salt. There's no problem with listening to this, guys, if you understand the fundamentals. Because I think Mike Maloney especially, I think he speaks a little bit more truth than those other guys. But at the same time, there are other aspects of what he says, or some of the conclusions he comes to may not be the smartest actions to take based off what some of they say. But you know what I mean? But anyways. All right, Cybercurrent Twitcher, thank you so much. Working 7 hours. Have a good night, my friend. I appreciate you. Silver has saved Native Stacker a time or two when I just needed a few more dollars. There you go. And that's what it's about. That's exactly how you should look at silver. As a savings account to save you in times of emergencies. Well said. And that's great. See, I love silver because of that kind of thing. I think it's great for that. Terry all hits out too. No, man. Gonna get beat up by the women of the community here. Pound some sense into me. All right. My Sal's Gals. Gold Addict says a fair price is a price that allows for steady increase in value after purchase. All right. There you go. Good. That's one good way to look at it. Frank Imperato says you really have to be dumb to fall for any one of these scams. If you fall for it, someone is going to get you on something somewhere. There's no help for being dumb. Yeah, you have to really be street smart for some of this stuff. And for sure. Exactly right. Your Kazuna, as a long-time stacker, I won't pay the premiums on these. If it messes up my cost average, and I doubt I'll realize the same premium when I go to sell. That's right. Yeah, and that's the thing. When you buy premium silver of any sort, there's a risk you're not going to be able to recapture that premium when you go to sell. Be careful of that. I like these Geiger bars and have a few of them just because I think they're cool. I love the thick struck bars. I like to smell it. I like to tap on it. I like to lick it sometimes. Sometimes I'll lick my silver just for grins. It'd be fun. Media Man, like those guys, I would benefit from an increase in silver, but I predict it will drop in the near term after COVID is defeated. I think so too. I think that we'll see gold drop as well for a short term. I don't think it's going to be very long because I think that just like we saw with the COVID-19 vaccine news that came out from Pfizer, gold and silver were smacked down hard, but then they bounced back. They're still bouncing back from those losses, but they've almost recovered those losses now. Ooh, Pudenda's going to give me a spanking now. I would not mind that. Maybe Pudenda and Lucy Stacks could do that. I'll take a little. You can each have a butt cheek. How's that? Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Where are we at? And we have the markets now. What are they doing? Well, gold is up 20 cents, just a very little bit. Not a lot of activity. It's kind of a boring market watch here. I apologize, guys, but I cannot control the price of silver and gold as much as you all think I do. I don't. I can't do it. Silver's got no movement, but why? Let me ask you guys this. If silver's not moved at all, it's at zero, why does it say 0.02%? I'll tell you the answer to that before you answer it yourself. The reason that is because it's moving up in fractions of a cent. So 1/1000th of a cent, or 1/1000th of a dollar, I guess. Fraction of a cent. That's what that is. All right. VT Rider, good to see you. Gold Maple, tell all the women who want to spank me. All right, yes, indeed. I only have 2 butt cheeks, so they can only do 2 women at a time to do the spanking of the butt cheeks. Okay, all righty. Very, very good. Okay, let's see here. Pfizer CEO sold 62% of the stock. Wow. All right, newsflash. It's okay to trust Big Pharma now. That's right. All right, VT Rider, Stage 1 SpaceX just landed on a drone ship in the Atlantic. Wow, that's cool. Very cool. It's neat to see those things come down, those rockets come down right the opposite way they take off. It's like you're rewinding the footage. It's crazy. If anybody is going to control PMs, it's going to be Barbara Carbone. Minnesota Joe is here. Hello, good to see you. RJ Rand is here. And let's see here. Where are we at? Yeah, I wish you could just watch these rockets launch. That would be cool. I'm missing out on that right now. Dang it. Because you guys, it's all your fault. I can't see the rockets launching and landing. Fake news, says Colorado Kid. Okay. Go Maple, if you want my honest opinion, if you're buying precious metals, buy only gold. Forget silver totally. Silver has screwed many people over. It's done nothing. Platinum and palladium are just fancier schmancy metals. Copper is total poopy. Gold is the ultimate precious metal and safe haven. So stop wasting your time on silver, copper, platinum, and palladium. Just buy gold. If you can afford a little, buy a little. If you can buy a lot, buy a lot. Well, I think it's good to diversify, which is why I diversified into platinum. I think platinum is undersold. Nice clear view of 3 astronauts now. Wow, I have to watch. Hopefully there'll be a replay of that. I like to see that. That's cool. But platinum, I think, is a good buy right now. It is speculative, but I think it's a good buy. And I think silver's a decent buy. As long as you understand the fundamentals of silver, you're going to be okay. And not overpay for it. And buy with a little thing I like to call smart dollar cost averaging. Yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, so I'm not anti-silver at all. Whooping harder. It's not just China, because China has a few gold and copper mines, but not as much as silver for industrial use. Lots of silver out there, people. Silver won't be money, but gold will. Everyone pumping up silver will get people from buying gold. Well, silver is money. It's what I call hibernating money. And And I think it is seen as a commodity. It is seen as sort of in a way, it's volatile. It's volatility in the marketplace for that. But I do think there's an element to it that does have the monetary edge and that hedge, that protection we've seen here. So it is. Rhodium. Well, let's see what Rhodium is at, Colorado Kid. It's at 13,600. No movement at all using these Sunday night live streams for the market watches. But it's up there. It got to 14,000 briefly. But yeah, pretty crazy indeed. Gold is actually taking a little bit of a hit now. It's now 1890 right now, down 20 cents, and silver's up a penny. Go figure. And that was not a rhetorical thing. I want you to actually go figure that. Please figure that for me. No, Bob, that's not quite yet. $50 yet for the silver. All right, or yeah, for silver. Knowing the economic situation, Biden takes office in January of 2021. The economy is going to hell in a handbasket. Even Warren Buffett has removed his money and invested in Japan. Everyone buy gold. Okay, put your gold in IRA where you won't have to pay tax. All right. Robert Keating says, I'm stacking the Kraken. All right, stacking the Kraken. Let's get cracking on the stacking. All right. All right, very good. Game over for silver. It's done with. Silver's done. All right, it's been confirmed. We can give up on silver. Everybody sell your silver. It's finished. Game is over. It was playing chess, right? Media Man, silver was playing chess with itself, and it just got king, so the game is over for it. All right. Let's put a little water in this coffee now, so we can slurp it all up. Carol Nichols, little Johnny, I got something in my pocket. It's a round heart and I got a head on it. Nope, it's a quarter. But I like the way you think. There you go, Carol. Carol Nichols. Let's see here. Michael Martin says, yet one more time, we ponder the price of silver. In my old age, cheaper the better. Silver is silver. That's right. That's the bottom line. Silver sells itself. It doesn't need me to pump it up. The only thing, my role is just to explain the attributes of it and price movements and see where it is and the fact that it's what it does and how it is a savings account in times of trouble generally. But there are times when you have to understand the way you buy it determines how its performance is going to be for you, and I think that is crucial. I'm going to post a video about that in due course. All right. Oh, man, wow. Justin Sartain, I had a telescope, and you can see the rings of Saturn are flat, and Saturn is round. Wow, that's cool, man. That's a pretty powerful telescope. Would love to see that. That's awesome. Nagantanier says cephalopods are like octopods. Astound me with their intelligence. If they were social creatures, I'd imagine they'd have undersea cities. Though being aquatic would prevent any kind of industrial revolution. True, that's right. Pretty wild. Cephalopods. Melodic death metal pods. Just a fan says, say hey to your nephew James Tesla. He has my old roommate. He got a job at McDonald's in North Asheville. He taught me a tiny bit. I actually do know about computers. Q team wins. I am nobody, but hopefully we can find God everywhere. Interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you. Just a fan. Daniel Bullrunner Lamb. The premiums are not fair. The premiums are not fair. That's right. Some of them are not. I agree. Depends on where it's struck. That's right, Gold Chick. A lot of it depends on what's printed on the silver, to whether it's fair price or not, right? Over a particular time. I'm going to be giving you guys the cold boot here soon. We have 120 watching, but only 89 thumbs up, 7 thumbs down. I imagine probably because we talked politics earlier. That's right. Uncle Sal, vote Trump, part 2. That's right. There you go, Mark B. That's right, Mark B. Is he in here? Yes, he's in here. He got that off his chest. There's Mark P. And we've got CBDS. What do you think of the value of silver is? Earlier this year, I saw a video that was able to show the government's value of gold is $42.22. If memory serves me correctly, I said spend every cent I had on 42-ounce gold too. But I digress. With seemingly imminent Great Reset coming, I'm trying to put together a better financial plan in preparation for the global financial socialism. Well, I think that's where precious metals comes into play, right? I think the value, really, for both has probably not been fully realized, and their value will only be fully realized when there is a catastrophic monetary disruption in many different ways. Hello, Silver Fox. Good to see you. Nobody likes a quitter. That's right. I'm going to be quitting on you guys soon. It's crazy. Drain the Swamp thumbs me down. Oh my goodness. Drain the Swamp was one of those 8 now. That sucks. You just got a thumbs up from... Oh, thank you, Chuck and Plot. I appreciate the thumbs up. I've got 90 now, says Gold Chick. Appreciate you guys. Somebody who thumbed this down, can you move that to the thumbs up? Let's see here. Help me get my wrench back. Oh, man. Well, Drain the Swamp, you're hardly ever here anymore, my friend. And actually, I did do a... I did remove some wrenches from people. Not for any kind of punishment or anything like that. There was just a lot of we got a lot of moderators here, but we need more moderators like Cybercurrent Twitcher, because Cybercurrent Twitcher would actually post links if I needed to find a video and I wanted to share it or something like that, and I've got my clipboard here. You know, Cybercurrent Twitcher would, and also All Is One Now would post a link to the PayPal and other links to the channel or video. And some of the moderators, you know, and he's the only one. Those are the only 2 moderators who actually moderate in terms of like helping me out. You know what I'm saying? So I think we have enough moderators for now. But yes, indeed. All right, very good. I got to make dinner. All right, got to go. I pushed the thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Good to hear your voice and be a part of it. Well, thank you for being here, Lucy. You are awesome. All right, appreciate you, Lucy. Have a good night, your night. Definitely. Teach me how to post links. Barbara, yeah, you know how to post links, Barbara. You're just being facetious. So, all right, so let's test this. All right, let's test this theory here. Because what I used to do, and I gave up on it. Before we do that, Abby Bella Silverstack. Now, you the man. Thank you so much for that super chat. You were awesome. Says, thanks for your time. Well, thank you so much for being here, my friend. And thanks for that. Very generous super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Very, very kind. All right. Yes, indeed. So here is the thing. So if you, I'm gonna what I did this thing a while ago, and I gave up on it because I didn't get much help from my mods. But I'm gonna do an old video from a blast from the past, and if one of my moderators can find it, and find a link to the video and post it here. We want to get people to check out an oldie but goodie video from Sal. All right, Gold Chick, thanks for being here, Gold Chick. You were awesome. Have a good night. Yes, indeed. So let me look here and see. I'm going to find an old video here. I'm just going to do a little searchy here. And, oh, crap. Wait a minute here. Trying to find... Oh, man. Hold on a second. Okay, oh, here's one. This is not an oldie but a goodie. Well, now that's going to do one that maybe you guys haven't seen in quite some time. I'm trying to find it here. I'm looking back. I'm going way back. I don't know why this doesn't allow me to do this the way I want to do it. Oh, come on. Shoot. I need to come up with these in advance. This thing is just completely wow. Bear with me here. Can't find it. I'm trying to find a cool video that you can share. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Silver polar bear. Search silver polar bear on my channel. This is a cool coin. People were saying on my videos I should show more silver and stuff like that. Whenever I do that, it hardly gets any views. So if one of my moderators can find the video, it's called Stunning 2000 Silver Polar Bear. And that video, I think you might like it. It's a really cool coin. It's a really cool coin. And the video is Stunning 2000 Silver Polar Bear. And some moderators can post that for people to check out here afterwards and comment on the video to let me know you watched it. I think you'll like it. So I'm going to try to find on every, maybe not every live stream, but on most of live streams I'm going to be doing, I will have a video like that to do it. That's part of the work of being a moderator. The privilege of being a moderator is to do that. So Terry will do that work for us. Terry has already volunteered to find a link to that and to post it. She's very nice to do that. I appreciate that, Terry. All right, there, all is one now. Beat her to it. There it is. All is one now. But all is one now is him and Cybercurtain Twitcher, man. Those guys are always on the ball. But so this will go up. And so anyways, all right. Robert M. Yes, I have silver bars. Plenty of silver bars, Robert M. In fact, in my recent video that I posted just today, you'll see some silver bars there. All right, very good. I'll get right on it. Thank you, Terry. She's going to get right on it. Always when I was showing off, that's right. Very good. All right. Nice, nice. All right, so Johnson Mathey is now with Shanti. That's right, exactly, Gold Chick. Exactly right on that. See, I have this in my clipboard, so I need that for this. Silver Scientist says, I love your shipwreck coin. Well, is it a coin? I mean, it is triangular. Yes, even though it's triangular, it's still a coin. Believe it or not, it still is a coin. How is it done, Sal? Yes, indeed. It's done just like how All Is One Now did it. But that, all right. Very good. What you intercept says this commentary is spot on the release of Crackton. A multitude of gratitude. I live in Utah, where the establishment is not liberal or Democrat. Here, the establishment is big money interest, who holds center-right ideological belief. They stack the executive and the legislative branch in our state government with their toadies, as well as the upper-level leadership in the state Republican Party. Mitt Romney's antipathy towards President Trump typifies their hostility towards the conservative wing of their own party. They marginalize us and try to shut us out of the process every chance they get. Yes, indeed. Mitt Romney's a disgrace. He really is. So many different ways. Media Man. All right, very good. Media Man posted it. Thank you, Media Man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That's cool. Barbara's going to continue to rile up the stream. Okay, all right. Rile me up. Rile it up. All right. Yeah, if you guys can post that link we're about done anyway. But thank you, Media Man, and thank you All Those One Now for posting that. Very cool. I got to start putting these moderators to work for us here. Coins A to Z has posted something here. Maybe, oh yeah, one of you guys posting that video, so it'll pop up here and people can see what we're talking about here. All right, let's see here. And we've got Hoosier Stacker says, there's voter fraud and then there's election fraud. We're well deep in election fraud, people. I only want to see the real votes and the real evidence to be delivered to the right people so the right and legal decisions are made. I don't care which side of the aisle becomes a majority. I don't care who sits in the seat of the president VP. I only care that our right of the people is heard. Exactly right. It's got to work. If it doesn't work, then we're dead as a nation. That's right, Hoosier Stacker. Very well put. JD, I think that I may have been set up with a Kraken on a blind date. No matter what I tried, I couldn't fend it off. That's right, exactly. Thank you, Native Stacker. Appreciate you. All right. Hello, Mad Stacker is here. Hello, Mad Stacker. Welcome. Good to see you. All right. And let's see here. Nice, nice. All right, let's see here. Silver Hair Stacker. Silver's premiums continue to remain way too high for me to buy. For virtually all of 2020, I have not purchased any. However, fortunately, government-minted gold coins like the 20 francs I have been buying are much closer to spot price compared to silver. So, though I have the money to spend precious metals and they don't care much whether they are gold or silver, I will continue not buying silver. I do not see the bullion dealers and coin shops can still keep selling at these prices. I suppose people are still buying at these prices. Dumb butts, thanks for the video. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Silver Hair. Medio Man, good night. He's taking off. Thanks, Medio Man. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, you guys. All of you guys are great. Appreciate you all. M. Nice. Silver is up $7 to $8 from February, but premiums are up quite a bit more in many circumstances. That's right. Time is another value of this as to what determines a fair price for sure. Exactly right. Yankee Pride. Kraken kills. Don't smoke Kraken. That's right. The Kraken pipe. Don't smoke the Kraken pipe. Night, Pudenda. Then this happened, Pudenda says. Everybody's leaving me. Johnny Be Good. The far left is against the United States and hate the United States. That's for sure. Ghost Punk. Yo, haul together, hoist the colors high. Leave, ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. That's right, exactly right. The coin is from the Privateer series. Looks nice. I'm not left or right, but Trump got 80%, so there. Are we good? All right. Very good. All right. Silver Hunter 2013. I think you need to stick to silver and coins as your channel was originally made for and stay out of the politics. You send mixed messages in this video suggesting that the voting system is rigged. And it is rigged. There's no question, Silver Hunter, and obviously you don't believe it is. But I very rarely get into politics, but this is one of the rare times when I do it. And I'll talk about it some in the live stream, but the voting system is rigged. It's a fact. Sorry. Fair, accurate, $4,300 US is what Ghost Punk says here. All right. Very good. All right. Coins A to Z, haven't left you. Thanks, Coins A to Z. You're here. Well, I know said I was going to be leaving. I'm going to be leaving here pretty soon, but thank you, guys. Joseph Carullo says, what's to stop the government from saying turn in all your gold and silver? If you are caught with gold or silver, you will be arrested. Asking for a friend. All right. Well, they won't do that. And that's the thing. The government's not going to tell you to turn in all your gold and silver. They may offer to buy it from you like they did. In fact, the closest we came to that was executive order from FDR in 1933. But that's the that was the one case, and essentially they weren't going door to door and confiscating it. But if they say turn it in to buy it, I don't think they're going to do that, though. I don't think they would do that these days. Let's see here. Let's see. If Trump won, you wouldn't say it's rigged. Actually, I would. In fact, I think it was probably rigged in 2016. I think in these big cities, they just didn't. I think they used the. I think in 2016 they used the same methods they had. It just wasn't enough because this. Here's what happened. At Trump's rally that he did in Pennsylvania, he said, "People get out and vote for me. We don't want to get a 2%, above 2% vote because we need to get 5% to make up for the fraud in the election." And like I said, in 2012, there was one district in Philadelphia where they rigged the election. Yes, it is rigged, and or rigged the vote counting. Like I said, the power is not in the vote; it's about who counts the votes, and it's not everywhere, but it is in these big cities. And in the big cities, where guess who's in control? Democrats. Democrats. And so if Trump was to win the 2020 election, there probably would not be an investigation of it, or if he was to win by so many votes to count it. But this time in 2020, these mail-in ballots, thousands and thousands of them, that is probably why they could do it by such a wide margin. But in the times where Republicans have won in the past, there's just not enough of the rigging that was going on. So the popular vote, or the vote in these states, was more, that they couldn't do it without risking getting caught. See, really where the rigging becomes a real problem is when these elections are done, where there's a small margin, and that's where it becomes more effective, and that's what they hope that would be, because really Americans are divided, and that's kind of where it is. But make no mistake, this is nothing new, folks. This is nothing new with what they've been doing with these elections. This has been going on since the 60s or even before. Terry asked, how do I know? Well, it's because they've been talking about it, dead people voting. Even Barack Obama admitted to it in Chicago, that it happens in Chicago. They have a long history of doing it. Obama has admitted to it, but he also blames Republicans. But really, the Republicans are more blamed for voter intimidation at the polls. That's where they get, and I've never seen any really much evidence of that, but they say people are going to the polls and intimidating voters or whatever. That's where the charges come against the Republicans. Let's see, but yeah, make no mistake, they are. So it's, so this kind of surprises me that Silver Hunter would say this. It's the voting system is rigged. Well, and that's, if you watch that interview, look at the Dominion systems. That is a rigged software. That software was written, and we'll find out. We'll find out to see. It needs to be investigated to see what happens there. But this could blow the lid off it. We'll find out here. Yeah, Barbara says a fraud is so minuscule that doesn't affect any outcome. Well, and that's just it. There shouldn't be any fraud at all, even if it doesn't affect the total outcome. If there's a lot, and that's really kind of what it was in the past. It was small enough that it didn't affect the overall outcome. It would only affect it if it was a small margin. So you're right, Barbara, but I think this year it might be different because of the unsolicited mail-in ballots. It just needs to be investigated, and I think there's a good case for it to be investigated, especially considering how the media and the Democrats have been against this president and have used lies and broken the law to try to take him down. So, yeah. So it needs to be looked at. Where's my wrench, buddy? It says drain the swamp. Well, I think we talked there. We'll you stick around more often, drain the swamp, and come back, and we'll see. But I'm trying to pan out the. I did have to remove some of those earlier, but we appreciate you being here. Make no mistake, that doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. So yeah, definitely. Hello, Mudswat. Good to see you. White Glove says everything has a market. Buyer and seller agrees on price. No one has to sell at spot price, but companies do. Everything else is just a noise. Well, Barbara, you're wrong. I hate to tell you. If just because Trump said it doesn't make it so. There's fact. There's evidence being gathered up. Most of the major Republicans are in agreement with him. And believe me, there's been Republicans that have stood up to President Trump. Plenty of them. But there's evidence being brought and to the court system. And just like I said, there's enough that it should be investigated. And that's their feeling. We'll see how it plays out. We don't know until the courts run it and decide it. We'll see what the facts bring out. But what Sidney Powell... Did you see the interview with Sidney Powell, Barbara Carbone? I suggest you check it out. Yeah. And Barbara Carbone, there's no evidence that Trump broke the law. None whatsoever. He was not impeached for breaking the law. He was impeached for a phone call that was not illegal at all. By the way, the impeachment is not a conviction. It's just a charge. And you can indict a ham sandwich. In fact, he was exonerated from that. The Senate voted and he was exonerated. That's right, exactly. Can we trust the Democrats after 3 years of their bogus Russia hoax? It was a complete hoax. Yeah, Barbara's definitely blinded by blue-colored glasses. That's right, Silver Wolverine. So yeah. So anyways, let's see here. Greetings from those who bully are cowards. Yeah, let's just see how the investigation goes with this thing. I think that'd be very eye-opening to see what happens with it. Walter Lyons, what is the fair price for silver? Have the banks back off the paper game and we will find the fair price. All right. Yep, I know people believe in massive manipulation. All right. Let's see here. All right. Yeti Silver. Loaded questions. So many variables. That's right. That's really what it is. There's a lot of variables to consider and take into account a fair price for silver. Never seen, says Robert Keating. Those before, cool. Thank you. The SS Kraken is cool. Yeah, the Kraken is pretty neat piece indeed. All right. Coins A to Z. Too bad the Elemental Mint went belly up. Their 2-ounce silver rounds, which include the Privateer, American Landmark, and Egyptian God series, were all excellently designed series. That's right. They sure were. Very cool. I agree. Coins A to Z, fair price will always be 100% subjective. There's nothing anyone can do to get around the fact of reality. Yes, except for maybe for generic bullion, but even that really depends on under a normal market. There's probably what would be considered a more objective, although it's still subjective, but a more objective in that kind of market. But let's see here. All right, we'll do one more. So no one watched that video, posted a comment that several of my mods posted. So anyways, there we are. So on closing here, we got the markets up slightly. There we are. And 1892 for gold, 2486 for silver. Very good. All right. Robert Zalasko, Sal, here's a thought. What if Trump enacted a Crisis Powers Act like 1099 with the China virus? Will he remain president of the United States? I don't think that would be smart for him to do. I think, honestly, he needs to just work this out through the courts. And what really we need to make it so that fraud is not a... We need to make the election so tight. Well, I mean, the standards so strict with voting, because it's such a fundamental and sacred right that we can't have fraud. We can't have votes. We need to make sure every legal votes matter. That's really what it boils down to. This is really even bigger than President Trump. And honestly, if he was to have gotten an overwhelming majority and flooded it with legal votes to be able to have won this election outright, even with the fraud that's going on, and I still think there should be an investigation. I really do, if that was the case. Barbara says there's no fraud, of course, because your guy won. But Barbara, you said there was fraud with Trump, that he was guilty of Russia collusion, right, with no evidence. So how do you, when he was exonerated, totally exonerated for that. Totally exonerated. Completely and utterly exonerated. That's right. And I hope Trump gets back in there. I hope it goes to the courts and they open this thing up and expose it all, just like what Sidney Powell says, and Trump gets in office for a second term. I hope that's what happens. I'm not saying that's what will happen, but I do hope it happens. It would be sweet justice if they were to expose it. And then Trump can really root out the deep state. And we need to get prosecutions for the people that went after Trump, breaking the law to do so, like that dossier, that bogus dossier that was created to try to do this. And that was paid for by Hillary. Hillary needs to go to jail, by the way. She needs to be sitting in prison for what she has done and for all the crimes that she's committed. There's a lot of unfair justice in America today, and a lot of people getting away with a lot of crap. And it ain't Trump. Trump is getting, he is an innocent victim of this for sure, big time. And now, and I tell you what, with I can understand why Trump is acting the way he is on some of this stuff. When he goes after the media and when he goes after the Democrats, I can understand why he's rude to them. I think they deserve a lot of it. I really do. And no matter what, I guarantee you this. If this ends up with Biden being in the office of the presidency, I'm not going to see him as legitimate. No way. Because I'm going to look at it as the cabal and the establishment won and Trump lost because they beat him by cheating. And I will never see Biden as a legitimate president. Mark my words on that. There's no way I'm going to accept this guy as a president of the United States, for sure. Yeah, that's right. Trump pissed off a lot of establishment people, including Big Pharma. And that's why, folks, this is why Pfizer released that information about the vaccine being 99% or 90% effective after the election, because they knew it would be good news for Trump. And they threw Trump under the bus when they said they weren't associated with Operation Warp Speed, when really, in reality, they were. And it was Trump that helped get that, made that happen, which is another way that Trump is doing to help them fight their coronavirus. Trump has done most everything right with this coronavirus. I think the only thing Trump did wrong was encouraging to shut down the economy at the very beginning. I think that's where he was wrong. We should have not shut down the economy. We should have kept it going. And so there you go, folks. This is how divided we are. And it's sad. It's a sad day when we are going to potentially have a president that's not legitimate, sitting there with a vice president who is an avowed socialist communist, who is a heartbeat away from a 78-year-old man dying to become president of the United States. It's a scary time in America. All right, guys, there's my unifying message for the day. What do you think? All right, very good. All right, but we're all Americans. We should come together as Americans for truth and justice. And I'm sad to say, folks, truth and justice is not with the Democrat parties. You got to become liberty-loving American citizens who love America. And for those who are in other countries around the world, you deserve a democratic process too. A democratic process with representative government, with human rights, with freedom-loving, and you should elect leaders who are in that general vein and direction. So there you go. All right, there's my little rant to end this live stream. I love all you guys, even if you disagree with me. Appreciate it. But this video, the reason why we talked about it mostly, because this video I did is one of my very rare political videos that I do. And I knew it was going to piss some people off. It's got a lot of thumbs downs. I didn't even check the thumbs down lately. But hey, it is what it is. And but we'll see. But you guys are great. A multitude of gratitude. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a good one.